I don't know why I feel like Bill Walton, but I feel like a freight train's about to walk through this place right now.
Why would you think that?
I am on pins and needles for the rest of the 45 minutes of this show.
Look,
I don't know whether to be terrified, excited.
I'll dial it back.
Somewhere kind of both.
I'll dial it back.
I don't
on the break.
want you to dial it back.
Well, I have to because I can't say it all on the radio without getting in a lot of trouble. Orange Joe guy, you're on the YouTube chat and on the text line. I love you, brother. I do, and I love the Winterhawks.
But I'm about to destroy you.
I'm telling you right now, I do not care. I do not care where the Winterhawks play. If you're telling me that I get a new arena and I get a Rose Quarter and I get an entertainment district and all this stuff, and the Winterhawks get displaced to Valley Ice Arena for 2 years, I don't care. I don't care. And the Winterhawks, I love you. I've been to a lot of your games. Like, I have seen some absolute dudes from Johansson to Niederreiter to Seth Jones. I have seen some absolute studs from the NHL play in there. I do not care. I will pack your hockey gear and throw it in the river. I do not care. Like, at all. At all. If you're telling me that there is a snowball's chance in hell that even that of getting a full entertainment district, updated arena, and the world's smallest chance at MLB to Portland coming here, by doing all of this, I will pack the Winterhawks up in the moving van myself. And I love hockey. I don't care.
You know, I talked to Dusty. I talked to Boss Man, and he was like, sometimes Danny goes down these holes, and you got to learn how to, like, pull him back. I was like, sorry, boss, I ain't pulling him out of this one. This one's by choice.
Look, it is what it is, man. Like, we were talking during the break. There are 5 arenas outside of MSG that are older than Portland.
Yeah.
Like, I remember 96.
And you can see them on TV. It's pretty obvious which ones they are.
Yeah, and like Moda's perfectly fine, and it was like a state-of-the-art building when it was built.
It was fine. The example I was going to give you is I saw a couple DMB shows 2022, and it was a Friday night in Seattle and a Saturday night in Portland. So it's Climate Pledge on Friday and Moda on Saturday. My seats were almost in the exact same region. And it is night and day different.
And look, the whole idea of, like, you don't have to tear down Moda to build, to redo something. Climate Pledge had no resident.
And that's the big kicker. That's the big kicker.
And not only that, they spent. I was in Climate Pledge last year for the preseason game.
It's dope.
I've been up the last 2 years.
It's such a sweet spot.
It's so crazy because, so I don't know if I think I've told this story before. The first preseason game 2 years ago up there against the Clippers. So if you've never been up to Climate Pledge, the top level is the only thing that you see. Otherwise, it's completely recessed into the ground. It's right there next to the Space Needle.
You walk in and you go down an escalator.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But, like, the whole area around it, like, there's this armory building that turned into this huge restaurant district that, like, it's an awesome spot to go before games. Like, that's the whole thing. It's like this whole quarter now of, like, setup, right? But, like, a block away is the bus entrance for the teams, and it goes down underground.
Okay.
And PR told me, like, go through this area to access for media because they won't have the top doors open. I'm like, okay. So I just walked down the ramp and I had my credential and they just kind of let me keep going. I'm sorry, I didn't have my credential. I had like a little badge. And I just walked with purpose. I just walked into the cargo and then walked through the underbelly, the undercroft of the arena. And I got, like, deep into it. And Blazers PR was like, how did you get this far without a credential? I was like, I just walked confidently.
Yeah, drive it like you stole it.
Yeah,
that's what I always say.
Yeah.
If you stole a car, you don't run red lights and peel out and drive super fast. No, you act like you're just deep along.
I've been here before.
I'm supposed to do this.
Yeah. So, but when I basically walked, like, the whole length of the building underneath, and it feels like a building that was built in the 70s. It's old as hell underneath. But when you get outside of, like, the main hallways, it is the most modernized, like,
the bones are there.
Dude. Like, I got to see into the locker rooms for the Storm and the Kraken. I was like, whoa, this is not like.
I love when you walk on the concourse. Like, I've only been there during a concert, but I can imagine during a sporting event. When you're on the concourse,
all the digital boards
to get food and drink and stuff like that, you can still see and hear what's going on.
Sightlines.
Yeah. The whole thing is open.
Yep.
And that's probably why some people, that's probably why it's like tear down the Moda Center and build a brand new one. The concourse isn't awesome.
It's just a circle.
It's just a circle.
It's just like we hadn't evolved beyond, like, the stuff that, like, having a big open concourse foyer kind of an area. Like,
well, and it's like all the vendors are up against where the arena is inside, and then it's just windows on the outside. And what if you just flip it and reverse?
Yeah, it's like. But the whole idea of like Climate Pledge, they spent over $1 billion to rip it out and build that in. Like they spent more to redo the arena than it would cost to build a new arena.
The no tenant thing is huge.
Yeah,
too.
and that's the thing is they didn't have the Sonics. We
don't have the Sonics. We don't have the Kraken yet. Don't have, they had the Storm, but I'm sure you could find another place.
Yeah, I mean, like that's the thing. It's like
I hate saying that,
but no, it is what it is. But like, and again, there's a bunch of renovations that are coming, and they're going to put the new digital scoreboards and all those kind of things that are needed, like truly. And I don't think Moda is this hellscape to play in. It's just not anywhere near. Like I have been in a lot of locker rooms around the NBA. The Blazers locker room 30 years ago was nice. Again, we're coming up next season.
Sure,
not this year, but the next season. They're at 30 years. Blazers locker room is very vanilla, very bland for a home locker room. If you go into other locker rooms around the NBA, you're like, yeah, this is not even close.
So to bring this full circle, what does Adam Silver gain by sharing this? I agree. Like, we're having a lot of fun with this. I don't think this story is as big of a deal as a lot of us might say.
Moving. It's about leverage to get a new arena.
Yeah,
that's
like
why he's doing it.
He's just planting that seed. Is he planting that seed for the city of Portland, or is he planting that seed for the new ownership, or is he planting it for the fans, or for the whole package?
It's for everybody. And the reason why they're not the reason, but a reason why they're tabling these conversations on expansion is if you announce a team going to Seattle, you can't use Seattle as leverage. You can't use Las Vegas as leverage because those are the two likely destinations. If Portland were to up and move, that's where they go.
If anybody were to up and move, that's where they'd go.
Yes.
See, I think that's where you get a little scary.
Like,
and
the Pelicans are another team in that. Like,
anybody that's going to move. Hell, if the Pistons were about to move out of Detroit, they'd go to Vegas or Seattle.
The Pelicans are like a real one because Gail Benson is a terrible owner, and they're like, if any team in the NBA was going to move, it's going to be that team.
So I think maybe that's why this story has more legs than it should, because it feels a little on the surface directed at Portland specifically. When I'm going to say it again. If the Lakers decide to leave LA, it's Seattle or Vegas.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean? It's any team in the league.
But it's not any team because there's two teams that are up with stadiums. It's Portland and New Orleans. It's directed at those two.
And Portland being sold as well on top of it adds the chaos and the fire to the fury.
And that's how you get a
fury to the fire.
Well, that's how you get a city in Portland and a state in Oregon who, and I generally agree with them about not using public funds to pay for a stadium.
Oh yeah. I think most of us are in agreement on that, unless we're rich politicians.
And even then, like, I don't think Oregon, like, I think the happy medium here is if the city and the state give 10 to 15% of the cost. And
sure. Because it does increase value of the city and the walkabout and the economy. And
look, and I don't want to hear from Portland people like Portland's fine. No, it's not. Look at literally every economic
We're not going down this road, Daniel.
I'm going to.
Daniel, we're not going down this road.
The city's not fine. It needs a major facelift.
The city is fine.
It needs people to give a damn.
All is calm.
Yeah, no. It needs it. It needs it. And there's nowhere in the city that would be that kind of a destination without that. And it's needed it for a very long time.
Yeah. I mean,
the whole, like, I don't believe whole cloth and like sports teams makes money for the city. It makes money for the owners. It does.
It makes money for the city.
It does, but you have to have the quarter. You have to have all the other stuff that goes with it that drives the tourism, that gets people downtown outside of game nights.
We're seeing why Atlanta, their new stadium, where the Braves hosted the All-Star game last
20
night.
minutes outside of Atlanta, but it's a whole destination.
Everything around it. Why do people say Petco is one of the best stadiums in Major League Baseball? Because it's like that.
It's in the middle of everything.
Yeah, that district is just amazing.
Yeah, it's like that is the way you do it now, and so it's got to happen one way or the other. It has to. Like, you can't continue to be in the Rose Quarter with Moda. And I'm not doing this as a shill for the Trailblazers. I'm doing it selfishly because it's what will keep things going.
I think the Blazers might disagree with you right now.
No.
They're mad. I just got a text from the Blazers. They told me they hate you.
No, they want this. They want this because
I'm sure they do.
It's
everybody wants a new stadium.
Not just a new stadium, but like having the real estate and having all the things that come with that because it makes them more money.
Yeah.
It's not that hard to see all of it. But what Adam Silver's doing, because remember, he works for the owners. This is a leverage point. That's what this is. It is a leverage point. It is a leverage play, and utilizing. People are just hitting this like power bait. They are buying it hook, line, and sinker. The people are like, "Oh, it's done. They're going to Seattle." I'm like, no, they're not.
Dude, we're gonna keep this conversation rolling. I'm just having too much fun. Right. We're a little conspiracy-ish today, and I'd like to go full metal on it. What would be the absolute worst thing to happen to Portland, Oregon? Would it be the Blazers leaving? What possibly else could be worse than that?